Look, I hate to keep beating this drum, but mindset really is the catalyst to just about everything that you want. And I'm gonna explain why in a sec. My name is Chelsea Albert, and I am your happy neighborhood hypnotherapist, and I specialize in helping people bring their mind out of the past so that they can create the future they're worthy of. Now, you'll hear business people, you'll hear spiritual people, you'll hear people of every creed and belief saying, work on your mindset. Here's how to hack your mindset for this. Here's how to switch your mindset for this. It's why mindset work is such a hot button. And it's so powerful and healing too. You know, you can go see your energy worker 3 times a week, but if your mind's not on board, none of it's really gonna take effect. Here's how your mindset can actually shift you from a state of lack to a state of abundance. So we're gonna kind of get a little bit spiritual and a little bit neuroscience-y here, which is pretty much the best of both worlds. What your mindset can do for your abundance is more than just this weird woo-woo like law of attraction. I just think and I am, I think I am, I think I am. What is actually going on when you start saying, I'm abundant? Okay, fine. Even if I just have an abundance of lack right now, I'm still abundant. You know what? I am bringing in money. You know what? I am bringing in this. Even if it's something like, you know what? I just got my 10th free cup of coffee today. I'm abundant. I just made myself $5. What's happening there is your brain is getting wired to the pattern of abundance. Your brain is starting to look for things it can associate with abundance, because that's really what our brains are. They are these giant association machines. And it's wonderful because our brains are hardwired to keep us safe. But our hearts crave growth, our hearts crave evolution. So if you're not aware of that fact, you might find your heart longing for abundance. You might find your heart longing to start a business or to build a business or to create this beautiful thing that's in you. And your brain will say, yeah, but that's not the world we live in. That's not safe to the world that we live in. The brain is looking for things that will keep us right in that middle so that we don't fly too high or too low and get caught on the radar of danger. So when you set your mind to just entertain the idea, just start there. Start with entertaining the idea that you could be abundant. What's gonna happen is your brain's going to start saying, okay, first it's gonna start saying, that's BS, look at my bank account. But then what's gonna happen is if you start looking for ways in which you're abundant, again, $2, $3, I found a penny on the side of the road. Great, that's abundance. What's gonna start happening is your brain's then going to start looking for opportunities to be abundant. And that's where all of these business people really start utilizing mindset. All of these wealthy people start utilizing mindset. Is not because they are magnetically drawing it to them. What they're doing at first, that very first mid-step, is they are seeing opportunities where other people don't. There was a great study between 2 twin brothers. One brother notoriously said, you know what, I'm just not lucky. My brother's the one who has all the luck. I'm not lucky. My brother's the one that has all the luck. That was the story he told himself since he was little. And I'm sure people probably emphasized it for him too. So one day, this researcher decides to say, okay, we're gonna put this to the test. And they drop a lottery scratcher somewhere where they knew he would be walking, and they kind of paired him up with somebody who would bring his attention to it, because honestly, he wasn't even gonna notice it. So they walk the unlucky brother down the road, and someone says, hey, you know, here's a scratcher, you know, I don't need it, do you want it? And guess what the unlucky brother did? He said, no, you better give it to my brother. He's the lucky one. Now, unbeknownst to the unlucky brother, this lottery ticket was rigged. This scratcher was rigged to get him the $1 million win, or the, you know, couple $1,000 win, because that'd be, I don't know what they did, but this was rigged to be a winning ticket. And what did the unlucky brother do? He said, you better give it to my brother. He's the lucky one. He did not even accept the opportunity. It was a free opportunity. He didn't even have to invest. The guy was giving it to him and saying, hey, try it. And no matter what his buddy said, who was in on the experiment, this guy would not take the lottery ticket. He wouldn't just take that simple motion to scratch it. So abundant people are not just magnetically drawing with just kind of arbitrary magicalness. It can feel like that. But what they're really doing is they are allowing their mind to open up to new opportunities. And that's where the magnetism starts coming in. People who are abundant see opportunity. People who are stuck in a lack mentality will have the same exact opportunities, but they do not see them as possible for them. So switching your mindset in a very real and practical sense does make you more magnetic, but not in this magical, kooky, fluffy way of just, oh, I think I'm just going to sit and meditate and think about everything and it's just going to come to me and fall into my lap as I'm sitting here meditating. No. Switching up your mindset and getting curious about how you could be more abundant. That curiosity factor is what unlocks the ability to see those opportunities and to get curious enough to say, what if I followed up with that person? What if I just said hey to this person? You know what, this person looks like they're sitting alone. What if I just talk to them? That could be your next business offer. That could be your next job offer. That could be the person who needs someone just like you at their company and would offer you $20,000 more than you're making currently. And that's what the science of an abundance mindset really is. It's not as mystical as a lot of people like to present it. It's not as kooky as a lot of people like to say it is. Really, all you're doing is allowing yourself to see opportunities. Where if you were stuck in a, that's not for me, I'm broke, I don't have time to talk to this person, I don't have time to follow up with this person, I don't have time to go to this networking meeting, I don't have time to doodle on this piece of paper and see if my idea really works, I don't have time to sit down with my paint set and just go. That lack mindset is really what's closing off all these opportunities and creating more lack. But if you have that, you know what? I may not have money, but I have time. I'm going to talk to someone. I may not have money, but I have some old craft supplies. I'm going to create something. I may not have money, but I've got a phone and I'm going to start a YouTube channel. That's where all these people who are talking about mindset are really going with it. And then as you start taking more and more opportunities in, you start seeing more and more opportunities because again, the brain is a momentum and an association machine. That's when the magnetism starts happening, and that's when we see all these people who are successful and like, well, yeah, of course, everybody just approaches you. Yeah, it's because they made that first initial shift to see the opportunities. I guess if I had to sum up this video, that's what it would be, this is the first stage of magnetism. And it is very real, it is very grounded in science. That is what's going to be the catalyst to that magnetism and that abundance. And I think a lot of people miss that very crucial, tiny first change step. So, my challenge to you, start looking out for opportunities. Even if the fear to take them is still there, start just noticing. Start noticing, hey, maybe I could talk to that person. Hey, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could. That's gonna be your new mantra. Maybe I could. And just see what happens in the next couple of weeks. If you like this video, if you found it useful, like, subscribe, please share it. And always, happy healing.